Is it that they are too useful for military technology, too useful?
There, other passengers were ferried to destinations by buses. When Newsnet arrived at the scene, 6 kilometers from Dete towards Wange, members of the Civil Protection Unit were hard at work, treating the injured and retrieving the bodies of the dead. Fire brigades from Wange Colliery Company, Zimbabwe Power Company, Civil Aviation Authority of Zimbabwe, Victoria Falls and Bulawayo attended the tragic accident. Here is an account of what happened from some of the survivors. Unconfirmed reports suggest that the NRZ signal systems have been faulty since November last year. This was confirmed by some members of the Civil Protection Unit who said such a report was made to the last meeting of the association held by the organization late last year. Other unconfirmed reports have suggested that some passengers on the Victoria Falls bound passenger train were carrying petrol, which is highly inflammable and could have worsened the inferno. The commodity is sold at black market prices in Victoria Falls. According to Assistant Commissioner Mchemei, about 1,100 passengers were aboard the 13 economy class carriages. 11 of these were burnt beyond repair, while 2 derailed. The other 12 coaches were executive and were spared from the inferno. NRZ officials have confirmed that the train was full to capacity. Matabeleland Provincial Governor Comrade Obertin Bofu visited the scene of the accident, describing it as yet another tragedy in less than 2 years in the province.
We are shocked and worried as to what is going on with our transport system. This should not be allowed to continue because we cannot continue losing people due to whatever reason. We have to get people into it and find out exactly what's going on.
This is not the first train disaster on the Bulawayo Victoria Falls railway line. In 1983, 37 people died when a passenger train derailed at Mbarila, a few kilometers outside Wange Station. In 2000, another 17 died at Simpkins siding when 2 trains, a passenger train and a goods train, collided. I am Krista Utete at Dete.
Meanwhile, President Robert Mugabe has called on people whose work entails the safeguarding of other people's lives to remember that life is sacred and requires optimum care at all times. He said this in his condolence message following the death of 40 people in a train collision in Dete.
President Mugabe said he has learnt of the accident with a deep sense of grief, saying it comes at a time when memories are still fresh of another train collision in Dete, which killed 16 people in 2000. He said what makes the disaster more painful is that it is the country's 4th train disaster in a short space of 4 months. Comrade Mugabe said what is disturbing about these accidents is that innocent lives are being unnecessarily lost in circumstances involving human error and could have been avoided. President Mugabe commended those individuals and organizations who offered whatever assistance they could before and after rescue workers arrived at the scene.
The Minister of Local Government, Public Works and National Housing, Ignatius Chombo, has met the Executive Mayor of